Just sharing this to my social media. Okie dokie. So this is going to be a kind of snapshot of the next 3 months from now until December. And I'm going to be using the Zombie Tarot deck and the Wisdom of Oracle to clarify. So let's get started. The next 3 months for Gemini. What are the next 3 months going to be like for Gemini? Going to be doing a Celtic cross spread, and keep in mind this is a general reading, so if it fits, the 6 of Cups, thinking about the past connections that you had, friendships, relationships. If it resonates, then it resonates, and if it doesn't, don't try and make it fit. And if you enjoy this reading, please share and subscribe so that you can tune into my other videos and to support my channel. All right, let's get started. Gemini, next 3 months. Cool. Wicked. Lots of responsibility. Feeling like you've got a good setup though, but lots of responsibility, and it seems like things are being thrown at you left, right, and center. Responsibilities, opportunities, you're not sure what to take. Feeling like you don't have enough or you're lacking something in order to move forward. There you go. There you are. The Chariot, the Sun. Wicked. 5 of Wands. King of Cups. Okay. Gonna need some clarification on that in the future, but let's get ready into it now. Okay, so you in your current position now in October is the King of Hazards, King of Pentacles. Yeah. So I feel like you're in a good place, maybe financially, in terms of your stability, definitely in your career, in your goals. Maybe you're creating something, maybe you're trying to create stability for yourself, so that's all you have right now that you're really focusing on. I feel like you're really focusing on money, creating a foundation for yourself. Yeah, and with that energy of being in the King of Pentacles, it's like more just keeps getting added on, right? Because, you know, it took a lot to get where you are. It took a lot to create the foundation, to create the opportunities that you're giving yourself right now. It took a lot of determination, commitment, giving it your all to be in this position of having, you know, access to money, And also, when you're in this position, it's like you want to keep growing it, right? Because it's like to uphold the position of the King of Pentacles, it's like it doesn't just happen. It doesn't just like stay that way, Now there's opportunities, responsibilities, different tasks, stresses being thrown at you, being required of you to, maintain that status or that level of stability, that level of financial prosperity. And I see that here because you have the Wheel of Fortune here as your challenge. Moving with the wheel. The wheel turns, the wheel gives you new opportunity. When the wheel turns again, it takes away maybe that opportunity, puts it out of focus, and gives you another one to focus on. So there's been a shift in your life recently where it is giving you an opportunity to focus more on your fortune by giving you more responsibility, because you can see that in your unconscious. This is what's affecting you, and it's the Ten of Wands. You may feel like you've bitten off more than you can chew. Maybe there's more requirements of you. Maybe you've gotten more responsibility at work. Maybe there's more demands of you somehow. Maybe this isn't just your work life. This could be your home life, your love life. There seems to be too much that you have promised, that you have taken on, and now it's becoming too much. But with the Ten of Wands is like this, you're at the end, right? The tens equals completions. It's 1 + 0, and that leads to a new beginning. So if you can just hold on, hold your sanity for like a little bit longer, Gemini. Oh, whoops, I just realized. There we go. We're just gonna fix that up. Yep. Dude, I'm on the ball today. First the Libra. This. Okay, so so it's with the Ten of Wands, it's like, yeah, okay, I can do that. Yeah, I'll take that on. I'll do that task. Yeah, I can fulfill that promise for you. I can do this. I can yeah, no problem. Put it on me. And it's like, when does it end? And now you're realizing, wow, okay, I don't know if I can fulfill all that, but you kind of have to at this point. And it's okay to put down some of those wands, but also if you feel like you're really near the end of something, it's gonna come to a completion, and you're gonna be able to put down, you're gonna be able to start a new level of something, or it's just going to get to the end somehow where you're just going to be able to put a lot of those wands down. They will no longer be your responsibility. You don't have to think about them. They don't have to stress you out. And in your past, you made a decision. You had to make a decision. You had to make one between two things. This could be two paths, 2 career paths, 2 goals, 2 dreams, 2 lifestyles. Which one did you choose? One that I feel like you chose one that you were afraid of because you haven't You had to let something go here, and with that comes the grief and the sadness, and like you have to recalibrate right now, Gemini, because the decision that you made in the past with the Two of Pentacles is really shifting your life. And so, with that, it's like you decided to take care of yourself and take on a new path that would You are feeling the shift. You're feeling the shift of letting something go, of choosing one path over the other. You can't have both. There may been a time where you're like, I can do both. I can do both of these, but I can't do both. And I think you made that realization. You came to that conclusion that you needed to let something go so that you could focus on the money, focus on the finances, focusing on building your wealth, prosperity. And now with that, the Wheel of Fortune turns again. And that's your challenge. You are now recalibrating, you're reshifting, you're rebalancing, you're now taking on everything that comes with this new life, this new responsibility, this new task, this new path. That wasn't necessarily, that you couldn't focus on before while you were focusing on this, the thing that you let go. Because I'm saying you let go of something because you have the Five of Pentacles. And this must have hurt because it leads you to a feeling of abandonment. Maybe you feel abandoned by somebody. Maybe you feel abandoned by a team. Maybe you feel abandoned by your company. Maybe you're not getting, maybe you weren't getting the raise that you wanted, or, the promotions that you wanted, and you had to make a decision to leave that company, or you were feeling left out by them because that, and that's all, maybe that's on your mind right now. I feel like that is at your conscious level of thought right now. You're thinking, I got left out, or I had to leave something behind that I didn't want to leave behind. I didn't want to have to make that choice. And now I feel like you're maybe not second guessing it, but just like thinking about, the repercussions of making this shift that is changing your life. And I see that you're taking things really slow now going into the future. Going into November, you're going to be going slow with especially your money. I don't know, I feel like this is a very I just see a lot of money on your mind here, except for the end near December. I feel like we'll get to that. Because you have the Knight of Pentacles here. He's crashed his car at a stoplight. No. And he looks mangled. I mean, he's a zombie. How can he drive? So yeah, I feel like you are being urged and you're being called to, and you're following this to slow down. Because you're like, I don't want to get myself into this mess. This is what's overwhelming you right now. This is what's affecting the way you are treating yourself, and the way you're treating others, and the way you are letting this subconsciously manifest in your outer world, and it's in your inner world. And it's the 10 of Wands, so it's a lot of overwhelm. And so now I feel like going in November, you're like, okay, I'm going to slow down. I've made this decision. I'm going to take it slow. I'm going to approach this slow. I'm not going to overwhelm myself with more tasks, more responsibilities. I'm just going to take it one day at a time, and I'm going to reflect on how I did this before and what I can do differently going in the future. And so in the middle of November, you have the Chariot card. So I feel like you do recalibrate. You manage to find a way to rebalance, restore. The month of October may feel messy too. Mercury retrograde, Saturn retrograde, Jupiter retrograde, a bunch of other planets in retrograde, and they're all going direct in the month of October. Today actually is Saturn, so that's a good one for lessons and karma. Gemini, so with the Chariot card, in the middle of November, I see that you're getting used to this new position, this new role, this new lifestyle, this way of being, this way of living. And you're actually using it as a momentum to focus. I really see that you're focused on your stability and your monetary. value right now. Like, you're really putting that into perspective. Also, maybe this is just like development, human development. Maybe you're why is it yeah, so I feel like, yeah, you realign, you focus, and there's no one kind of getting in your way with the Chariot. You don't want to stay, you don't want to go off track, you don't want to get, taken down another path that you don't want to go on again. I see that you're very focused one direction, and that's awesome that you're shifting your mindset into like one goal and like making it happen for you. Not letting anyone's opinions, not letting anyone's problems, not letting other people or fears dictate whether or not you're staying on this path. I see you staying on this path, Gemini. And then in your environment, which is the Sun card, moving towards the end of November, going into December, you got the Sun card. So I feel like you're going to, with this balancing and this like focus and this drive towards your goal, whatever it is, you have people around you that are supporting you. You have like positive omens that are like showing you that, you can be in this place and that you did make the right decision and that you can go forward and you can conquer your goals. You can conquer your fears. You can make things happen for yourself. You don't have to fear getting off track. But I do see that being a fear of yours, with your hopes and dreams being the Five of Wands, Gemini. So as you can see, there's people fighting over things, and like there's people trying to get away. Yeah, so with the Five of Wands being your hopes and dreams, it's like you don't want to get, it seems like there's a fear of not collaborating with people. There's a fear of fighting and arguing, or not having the same opinion, or having teamwork and cooperation kind of go off a bit, and not having the same goals or not having the same values as the people that are around you. And I feel like you might be worrying that other people or external factors, or this bickering or this fighting or this like not being on the same page is going to lead you astray, off track. But I just want to say, you do have the Sun card, so you do have lots of positive omens in this time. There might be a lot of playful energy around you, maybe exploring. I do see you coping in ways to not address the feelings that you have within. Because at the end of December, or like the middle of December, in the month of December, you have the King of Cups. So this is a very this man can be emotionally intelligent, but there is a bit of he can be a loose cannon with, he feels a lot. He loves to love, he loves to give, he loves to like, he loves to indulge. He's like always got a drink. So the King of Cups is like an energy of because I see you really being on track here, Gemini, and this is really awesome. Let me clarify the King of Cups. Because the King of Cups, like the way I see this card is like he's buried his emotions. He's put them on a level where if other people try to talk to him about his emotions, he will only open up to a certain extent. And he doesn't really try to understand why he has the emotions he does, or how they affect him, and how they, how they impact the way he makes decisions and the way he relates to others and the way he copes with his fears and his dreams. So it's like there's like a much more emotion than he's letting on. He's kind of keeping his feelings at bay. he's not wanting to express them or let anybody like talk to him. So instead of, so it's like, let's say someone comes up to you and they're like, hey man, like how's it going? You know, you're gonna keep it light, casual. It's like you don't want to get into like the nitty gritty or the deep stuff. You just, I see you really focused on money. It's like, I don't want to deal with my emotions right now. I just want to go after the big picture. I want my goal, and it's like I won't get my goal if I give in to having conversations with other people about my emotions, or letting people see what really resides in, because you know there's a lot. Like, look how much is going on underneath here. That's how much is going to come out if you were to open up. And it's like, I don't think that, you know, I don't feel like you're in a place to do that because like all those, it's like all of this here is filled with your opinions, your resentments, your anger, your happiness, your joy, your feelings, your fears, your vulnerabilities. And it's like you just don't want to do that, because part of your fears is having, you know, these arguments, not being on the same page. So it's like, I don't want to rock the boat, so I'm just going to keep quiet. I'm just going to be happy. I'm going to like have the sun energy. I'm just going to be, you know, going with the flow in that way. Be careful not to repress that. Yeah. Okay. And yeah. So you've got the Four of Cups clarifying the King of Cups. So this is like repressed. It's like, I don't want to look, you know, I don't want to look at what's really bothering me. I don't want to look at what's holding me back. I don't want to look at that. I want to just keep going and focus until I get this done. And then I can look at that aspect of my life. But right now, I'm not. There's this apathy towards engaging in that, in engaging with people emotionally. Okay. Yeah, you're just not in the mood. It's just like you've got your eyes set on the prize and you want that. And I don't see you being willing or vulnerable to really engage. And it's probably because someone has abandoned you, or you had to abandon something, or like you've been let down by people in the past, or like you just can't get on the same page with people, and so it leaves you feeling, you know, defensive, or like not heard or not seen, not respected. Whether that's with your boss or with your workmates, your roommates, your family, your relationships, friendships. Yeah, you just don't have time for it. I mean, it's pretty Gemini. Keep it cool, calm, collected, but like, you know, when the floodgates do open, there's a lot going on underneath there that's going to want to be addressed. So maybe make some time, little by little. You don't always have to be happy. Exchanging gifts. Interesting. Number 27. That was a very odd reading. Oh, classic Gemini. Very odd. The law of giving and receiving, currency, trade-offs, weighing costs, and determining value. I see that I feel like you're really kind of using this time the next 3 months to like determine your value and like put your value back onto like monetary. I think that you had something that you invested your time in and you didn't see it as that fruitful. So now you're like, let me just recollect and, you know, put my more time and energy in that. I'm reevaluating. You're reevaluating where you want to put your time and energy and money into. You're entering into a productive and enriching time when all manner of opportunities are being offered to you. You have everything you need to seize them. Yet in order to honor them, you must put in the time. Exchange your experience and skills and commit heart and soul to what you're choosing to pursue. You can do it. You have what it takes to be successful if you align with the law of giving and receiving. You must engage in a dance of give and take, push and pull, doing and being. If you let fear guide your choices, you could deplete yourself or create an imbalance. This is not the time of just do. Use your currency wisely and be mindful of the value others bring to your life. Love is an exchange of life force energy between two beings. It grows exponentially when it's reciprocated. You must give and receive in order for love to flourish and abundance to flow between you. Spirit wants you to start accepting all the blessings waiting for you, as well as offer the same gift in return. Open your heart and allow it to be filled. Let love in and let it flow out of you. 2. Love is truly yours today. All of your hard work and efforts, your commitment to learning, creating, and spending your time wisely, pay off in ways you may not have been anticipating. The gifts of yourself, your time, your ideas, and the energy of your intentions are being reciprocated by the universe, which is sending you signs and signals, which is aligning synchronistic meetings and opportunities to bring you success and more. Everything is an exchange. Keep doing what you're doing. Goodwill comes back in tenfold. Beautiful. So yeah, I'm really sensing that with the sun energy going into going into December and maybe the end of November. I feel like there might be like an opportunity for you, another one that really has you realizing like, wow, like I did this, like I made this happen for me. Like this is a gift from me to me, from the universe, but it's from me because I worked my ass off for it. And I feel like it might have something to do with growing your finances, investing in yourself, like financially. Yeah. And if this is like a love thing, I don't know, I see you mostly wanting to support, wanting to offer your support, but being overwhelmed with the amount of responsibility a relationship requires from you. And you worry, like you let your fears get the best of you, and then instead of like really putting your all into it, or like cooperating with a team, I feel like you kind of surrender and like go into this introverted role, and then the emotions kind of eat at you, Gemini, which is normal because Geminis aren't, the best. The best. They're not like water signs with dealing with their emotions. It takes a little bit extra, and I see that there's a lot of things that want to be addressed, but I understand the fear of like, okay, if I open this up right now that's what I have to, like, there's so much, that there's so much underneath the surface that wants to be like addressed about your healing and your emotional well-being and your mental well-being, and your ability to give to others like freely without kind of having that fear mindset, that like it makes sense that you're focusing on work. It makes sense that you're just like striving for that. Like one thing at a time, right? Like only take on as much as you can, and don't be afraid to like tell others and yourself when is enough, when is too much, when I need to relax, because like I see that really affecting you here in October. But I do, yeah. So exchanging gifts. Remember, what you give is what you get. So only give what you can give, and understand that what you're getting because of what you're giving is what you gave, because that's what you're getting. That makes sense. It's like a kind of equality. Okay, that is your reading, Gemini. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this reading, I would really appreciate if you shared and subscribed for more videos.